hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I can turn it up a little apparently, but there's a risk of feedback. I mean. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I'm going to be the only speaker, unless of course Sharon wants to. Nobody can refuse that. But please continue to exchange stories, sharing stories amongst ourselves, which I'm sure we will do. We all know her well. I've known her since I moved to Troutdale 35 years ago. I am now president of the Troutdale Historical Society, and which Sharon was a founder back in 1968. I bought an old house, and you know, no one can refuse Sharon. Immediately, I was dragooned into the Historical Society. First the board, then vice president, and immediately Sam Cox resigned, I was president. Now, I haven't been president all these years. This is like the third time I got roped into this, but anyway, it has been a pleasure to know Sharon and to realize that she is the premier citizen of Troutdale and the historian of both the city and the Historical Society. I'm sure well, anyway, there's too many remembrances to start to relate, but one of the important ones is why we're doing it here in this building, in this room.
Yahoo!
Sharon Nesbit was instrumental in getting this property saved. It was owned by Multnomah County. It was the county poor farm. I'm sure we've all seen the OPB special about poor farms that Sharon was in, but this building was the poor farm for the county.
Thank you.
It's like 125 years old now, I mean the poor farm was. This building is probably 100 years old, I don't know for sure. But the building, of course, Multnomah County in its wisdom was going to tear it down.
Of course.
Of course, that's what they tended to do. And Troutdale city staff was kind of right with them.
Of course.
Yeah, there was only one person standing in the way, and you don't stand in the way of Sharon Nesbit. She got the Historical Society involved, and it was put on the National Register of Historic Places. That paused the efforts to get it torn down, just enough that it didn't, basically the county never got a permit to tear it down. And the National Register, I think, was in 1990, and so the building then sat pretty derelict and empty for a couple of years until the McMinimans came along. And naturally, Sharon was planning on that happening. The Historical Society was like, what do we do now? You know, but anyway, the McMinimans, particularly the Brian and Mike, the brothers, had the vision for basically rehabbing this whole place, saving it. Look at it. It's just wonderful. Anyway, without Sharon Nesbit, we wouldn't be here. This would be nothing. Just heaven knows what. So, Sharon and the McMinimans deserve a round of applause. Now, Sharon was a columnist. I know there's some people from the Outlook here, but let's face it, those of us who know and subscribe to the Outlook, which I still do, it's never been the same since her column isn't in it. I'm afraid, I'm sorry. That used to be the best thing about it, and it's still good, but it's a shadow of its former self. Sharon was also a reporter for the Outlook for low on 50 years. And because she was a columnist and a reporter, she was really ornery and good and saw all the things that needed to be done, and in many cases made sure they got done. So we all know that. I think it's her birthday. We don't have a cake, but we're going to sing happy birthday. Do you mind? Okay, for Sharon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sharon. Happy birthday to you. There's such a long list of things that she got awards for that we probably all know. So I think I won't start into that. I want this party to resume the sort of noise that was going on before. Everybody talking. Did I leave anything out, Sharon?
Well, I got to be in the parades. That was fun.
Oh, yes,
And the handy yellow convertible, and then we started taking our old cars up to Corbett to be in the parades.
Yes, we did that.
And that was funner.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did that not too long ago, 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
it was because it kind of made a community thing out of it, and it was really, really fun. The thing that we have to remember is that there's really only a weekend there that Edgefield was a chance of being torn down, because the county had every right to, and the state had a certain day entitled it was going to happen. But we got it together, and the brothers signed the application, and zing, it was saved. Mm-hmm. It's like Superman.
No, I still can't believe this place. I mean, it's the crown jewel of Troutdale, as far as I'm concerned, and it was so close to not happening. Well, sure. I could tout the Troutdale Historical Society. Tiff just reminded me, has an exhibit on the historic highway, the construction of the historic highway. It's a beautiful exhibit, and it's in the barn next to the Harlow House, one of Troutdale Historical Society's museums. Be sure to come and visit. Multnomah County residents are free.
Hey.
Because we're ever so grateful you passed that levy that helped to fund the Oregon Historical Society. It has saved the lives of our society and Crown Point and the Echo East County Historical and Gresham Historical Society, all of which Sharon's part of. So anyway, thank you all. And your reward is to come down to the barn and see the exhibit for free. Please do.
And give us more money.
Yeah, we have a donation jar there. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for coming. This is, it's just magical that we're here, and thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
All right.
Poster to sign there, so she has a memory of everyone who was here, because these faces mean a lot to her. So thank you.
Oh my God. Sharon,
Oh,
these
these are more
pictures.
pictures?
That is that your wedding dress? So there's a
Oh, that
white,
was my grandmother's
skirt.
garden.
Wow.
That was my grandmother's garden.
Is that your wedding dress? Is that your wedding day?
No, it was my first prom dress.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
Just vanilla ice cream? Let me bring it.
And That's a cute two-piece.
Yeah. This is my first prom.
Oh, that's great.
And in my grandmother's garden
And where was that?
in Madras.
Madras.
Wow,
How are you, Glenn?
you haven't changed a bit.